enthusiastic about today because we all know what happened. I'll just wait for more of you to join so I can really express my feelings. I need to quit my board because that's
these men will qualify for Money in the Bank. Will it be Seth Rollins? Will it be Sami Zayn? Will it be Finn Balor?
All-out brawl here to get the Money in the Bank.
And maybe it's Sami Zayn's opportunity. Rollins with a sling blade intercept. Balor going up top.
hey everyone, welcome back. I'm trying to hype myself up in light of everything, so Mackenzie. I'm doing not great, but I'm fine. Who am I kidding? I'm not fine. Have you heard what happened? Our truth is gone. How am I supposed to be fine with our truth gone now? I almost didn't want to stream today because I'm still not okay because of what happened with him. And now Carlito's gone too. He was like basically our truth wannabe, but in a good way. So now we got that gone. People say that Rollins don't deserve to win Money in the Bank. That's fine because he ain't. So, and if he does, I bet you he's not gonna cash in successfully. Not on Roman Reigns' watch, at least.
Will it be CM Punk or will it be a Grande Americano triple threat match live tonight? And one spot remains in Saturday's Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Who gets a golden opportunity at a possible...
I managed to get my hair done in time because I literally finished it like maybe 10 minutes before the stream, and I was so happy because I did it late once again because I got like, you know, 2 packages today, and I was doing lots of cosplay whips, so I was doing lots of work on it.
Certainly spectacular. Tulsa is beautiful this time of year, but Michael Cole, these people in the entire WWE universe are expecting something from you. Evan, please roll the footage.
Oh yes. For those who don't know, they made a bet last week. Well, you'll see.
That's right. If the Pacers win, Michael Cole will do an entire Raw in a tank top. And if the Knicks win, which they won't, Pacers 8 and 5, maybe 6. We'll see. What are you going to dress in? I'll wear a full suit like a fox. Okay, that's the bet. So,
yes.
the Pacers won in 6.
Now he's wearing a tank top.
The Pacers are actually going to be taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals.
Yeah. I
miles and miles. Michael Cole.
He wore a Pacers tank top.
Yeah, buddy.
It's cute though.
This man's jacked.
Aww,
Look at these
it's
tats.
cute.
Look at these tattoos. Indiana Pacer legend TJ McConnell.
Back then I would laugh at
Who's gonna
something
come
like that,
into
but it's cute.
Oklahoma and do what he did to the New York Knicks
Okay.
in the NBA Finals.
Okay, let's get back to business. Let's start things off because there's a superstar these fans want to see live right now.
You look like an asshole.
You're done. So Michael Cole, because the Pacers lost in the NBA Finals.
That was awesome.
I mean, since the Knicks lost and the Pacers won in the NBA Finals, he has to do the whole show in a tank top. I didn't think it would be Pacers tank top. I thought it was gonna be like a custom-made one that Pat McAfee made, and I was like, oh no, it's gonna say something cringy and embarrassing. But I'm glad it was just a Pacers jersey. What do I think about R-Truth being released? How do you think I feel? I'm annoyed, I'm hurt, I'm betrayed. Nothing new because it's WWE, and since when do they care about our feelings when it comes to their desperate money grabs? But I happily blame TKO for most of this, but I'm a little upset at Triple H treating it as if nothing happened. So that's the only, problem I have. You can't just kill off our Truth's legacy like that just because y'all are going broke. But like I said before, popularity is not everything to a WWE, superstar. Like, they don't care how popular a WWE superstar is. If they're not making them the kind of numbers they want, they'll boot them in a heartbeat.
That's what arms are supposed to look like, Cole.
And they were willing to, run along with R-Truth for some time. But now they're like, okay, he's getting old and he doesn't do much matches, and every time he does, he loses them, so there's no point anymore. Which I digress, because that was the whole point of his character, but whatever. I'm looking at the business standpoint.
It's summertime. It's money in the bank time. And what's that in the distance? Well, I hear a little bit of thunder. Yeah, I think we might be on pace to get a little bit of a thunderstorm here, ladies and
Don't
gentlemen.
give up on OT's, Kate. I'm not that,
I see what you did there.
I'm not that in the now. I like what I grew up with. I'm not really okay with R-Truth being gone.
And/or SmackDown. Thank you very much.
Just that, what can we really say in this situation? WWE is making a dumbass decision, like per usual.
Money in the Bank is right around the corner. Stop me if you've heard this. You're looking at a two-time Money in the Bank ladder match winner. 2 times I successfully cashed in that briefcase or contract or whatever you want to call it, and I'm looking very
I just hope in all of this, despite all of this, R-Truth, spikes up a music career, because he has his side music career on the side, but I hope he, decides to dedicate all his time into that.
around his waist. There's a lot of great champions here in the WWE, and there's even a longer list of challengers, and right now, 2 people are on top of the mountain. One is my friend, goes by the name of Jey Uso. That's right, so Jey, respectfully, when I win the briefcase, and it's me and you, brother, it's not personal, it's just business.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's
The second name that is on top of that mountain may be a little bit personal.
now that my hair is done, I can finally wear the Pride Vendetta.
teeth in this company coming to places just like this, hearing everybody go absolutely banana. For John
there you
Cena.
go.
Now the tables have turned, ladies and
Just
gentlemen.
like my other one,
He's public enemy
except
number one because
it's
he sold his soul
gay
to a
pride.
bald frog goof.
I'm just kidding. Don't,
And when I win money in the
don't
bank,
stereotype
if I
it so
choose
much.
John Cena, I've always had your number. I'm gonna come pick the bones, you little bitch.
Ew, he said the B word. I'm getting so hard from that. Not.
I'm no longer just happy to be here. Yes, it still is all about the money, but it is time CM Punk became champion one more time. I'll see you all at Money in the Bank after I qualify tonight.
WWE know what they're doing when they release R-Truth. They like the attention on social media. Well, I'll just say this, they totally harassed the fuck out of Triple H's page. So I know he's annoyed. Like, you know, somewhere in the back. Yeah, but those superstars seem one death threat, you see them all. Hi there. I want to believe this is an act for a storyline, but unfortunately it's not. R-Truth's contract was going to expire in like 2 weeks, and they didn't decide to renew it, and neither did he, so... So half was up to him, but most was up to WWE. Triple H for sure made the calls to cut both R-Truth and Carlito, though. See, they're shouting it! Uh-oh. See?
When certain songs are played, because that's normally who's interrupted me. You, not mad about it, though.
Shout it louder. Shout it louder. Come on, guys. They're shouting, we want truth. But they can't say it now.
I appreciate that too. Thank you very much. Punk, I gotta be honest, the reason I'm out here is because this is really the first time since you've been back that I have heard you speak so clearly in no uncertain terms about what your plan is, and that is to become world champion. It's time. Well, it's no secret that I too have my ambitions to become world champion. But unfortunately for me, Punk, Money in the Bank, that's not the path for me.
CM Punk better be careful with his words. This isn't
thanks to Seth Rollins,
the
thanks to
same John Cena.
Braun
I mean, he already insulted him once, so... And I don't think CM Punk cares that much. He's always been one to just throw insults, despite the consequences he might have. Which is an admirable, but also annoying feature about him, too. Being brutally honest is fine sometimes, but if it affects other people, I don't condone it.
Talking about John Cena, you're talking about Jey Uso, you're talking about Gunther, you're talking about all these other people, but I know you, and I know in the back of your head, you're probably thinking about Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins and what they did to you, what they did to us. But I'm telling you right now, you need to not think about any of that. Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, and I will deal with them tonight. Okay, but I got your back. I got your back. Hey, I don't need any of that right now. What I need you to do is to think about the task at hand. Because Seth Rollins, I know you're thinking about him, and trust me, he's always thinking about you. Oh, I know that. Seth has never beat me. Ever. That's right. And that is why you need to be in the Money in the Bank match. Because with you in that match, it changes the match. I'm telling you, Punk, listen to me, I'm telling you. If Seth Rollins wins that briefcase, if he wins the contract, this place, it's over, okay? It's over. It turns into something very different. It turns into something unrecognizable. It's going to turn into something that you and I will not like. So I am telling you now, I need you to win tonight. We all need you to win tonight!
How is Apex Legend going? I only play like maybe like once this week. It's fine.
I want you to win tonight.
You can't. I mean, it's like, you know, it's really the same.
But I also want you to know that should you
like
win,
I like playing it and all, but I just
win
hate
the Money
how
in the Bank contract, and
EA really
you
doesn't
win
care about the
World
game really that
Championship,
much. They just care about making, you
you
know,
and me will be face to face
downloadable
in this
content,
ring
you
again.
know, to buy, you know, battle pass wise and stuff. That's what EA is now. It's not really a company that cares about its game. It's a company that cares literally, and like its foundation is mostly based upon the downloadable content, such as battle passes and packs.
I look forward to it.
They do it with The Sims, and they're definitely doing the same with Apex. They're counting on people to spend that $10 or $20 or even $100 every time new skins or new weapons come out.
Seth Rollins march to Money in the Bank.
Yeah, Seth Rollins wants total control, total domination. One way to stop that is have him not win.
Sammy wants CM Punk to win. Well, duh, because they're on the same page and both getting attacked by him, so yeah.
AJ Styles, Grande Americano.
But I have a feeling Sami Zayn will turn heel. This is only a facade for now.
In Judgment Day, you know, Finn Balor trying to get the group to indoctrinate Roxanne Perez. Roxanne is trying to prove her work. So let's take it back. What was going on last Monday here on Raw? Liv Morgan one-on-one with Pikay saying Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah.
And Roxanne Perez came out of nowhere.
I have a feeling that those two are going to make her lose.
However,
Raquel and Roxanne are going to make Liv lose again, but this time it's Liv's fault because this time it'll be Liv's fault because she shouldn't get distracted by those two. I really do love her necklace. I really do. I want her necklace.
If you plan on sabotaging another one of my matches tonight, think again. If you want to help me, stay out of my way. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Bye, sister. Cheers. Good luck. Go get him. You know I will. You again. Yay.
Baby girl. Even if she's not wearing those glitter shorts, she always has a little bit of glitter on her body. See, on her jeans, she has a little bit of bedazzled glitter on the rips, and of course the diamond necklace and those diamond chain earrings. They look nice on her. That's how it is right now in Call of Duty Black Ops. On top of that, cheaters everywhere. Yeah, totally. But that's the life. That's the life of playing. That's the life of playing battle royale games now. So can't say much to change it.
Liv, Ivy, and the newcomer, Stephanie Vaquer, battling out live on Netflix.
I play multiplayer ranked. I play ranked too, but it don't matter. The game's still the game, no matter what mode you play.
There's crunch in my skittles and I'm feeling baffled and captivated.
I'm hesitant and euphoric. Alarmed and delighted.
Punch the rainbow, taste the rainbow.
Hey.
I'll post pictures of my cosplay whip, but I can show you a little bit on the live right now. I can show you the tail.
You need parts? We got parts.
I have
Need it
the
fast?
tail hanging on a belt
We
that I
got
have.
No matter what you need.
But this is
we
not
have
the real belt
thousands
that
of
I'll. This is
professional
not the
parts
real
people
belt that I'll
doing
have
their
attached
part
to
to
it.
make sure you have it.
But here's the
Product
tail for the
availability.
cosplay.
Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand
I wish I
apart.
could.
The
I wish I could
professional parts
showcase
people.
it with the UV light because it actually does change color. It actually does change color when it's under UV light.
Losing to last
But
week's
you
leftovers.
couldn't see me if like I recorded on a UV light, so I can't. But I at least fluffed it up so it can look like as sleek as possible because it was so tangled when I got it. I just had to do some little altercations such as blow drying it and then just snipping the ends of the tail a little bit right here and just brushing it constantly with the comb. And now it looks very sleek. Looks like real cotton candy. And despite it being short, at least colorful like the real tail. And besides, if I had a big tail like the one that Queen Bee has, it would probably drag on. Well, I'm not too worried about it dragging on the floor, but I'm worried about me tripping over it because I am small. The tail would be so big that it would make me trip. And I don't want that, so it was a better plan to just get it short. But I'm totally grateful for the guy on Etsy who made my tail. It was so pretty, and he was totally cool about me, blow drying it and trimming it. He's like, cosplayers do like alterations to his tail all the time, but
depression or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia.
Here's his card. You can follow him on Etsy. You can't really see it like that. So take a screenshot and then flip it over and you can see. It's basically called Desmond's Art Shop, and he does a lot of in the lines of furry tales and stuff.
Discover the weight loss you could be bound for. You could pay as little as $25. Ask your doctor.
I might buy another one from him because I plan on doing a Luna cosplay in probably August, so I'm gonna buy another one from him, and I'm lucky enough to get it even cheaper because he gave me a thank you promo code, so I get half off on his works. So I'll buy another purchase from him soon. But this is not the real tail that I'll have it attached. The real belt that I'll have it attached on. I'll have it attached to a pink belt. It's just not coming in yet.
We want to show you now
La lucha libre no es solo mi carrera, es mi pasión. Es mi vida, es todo lo que yo soy. Cuando tenía 10 años en Chile, descubrí WWE por televisión y desde ahí comencé a verla constantemente.
I could just leave it on my desk, but I wouldn't want to.
Y eso es exactamente lo que
I just have it attached to the belt so I could just hang it on my wall right there. And, yep, it does look like cotton candy, but it matches her song Cotton Candy, so I'm not really that upset about it. And for those professionals online who are going to bitch about it not being long or the right color palette, then fine. Be a wah about it. I'm gonna look hot either way. But I have more stuff coming in, so it's not really officially ready yet. I have the wig, yes I do. But boy, did it take a while for the wig to come here because for those who know the anime Dramatical Murder and the character Oba, I basically got a wig for Oba, but I'm not going to use it for Oba, obviously, so I'm going to just use it as Beelzebub's wig, but I have a feeling that they kept it in customs that long, not only because of the whole Labubu incident, but because they saw the word murder on my package, and they assumed that, you know, it was real. But I'm like, you idiots, it's not. Nobody got murdered in that wig. It's from an anime called Dramatical Murder. That's like saying, it's like saying if you bought a Demon Slayer wig, I'm gonna fight some demons. Yeah, so that's why my package was kept in custom so long. So when they finally, you know, washed their head and got smarter, they finally shipped it to me.
Stephanie with an opportunity to work double duty. Perhaps this coming Saturday, because at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Is Stephanie Vaquer getting married? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why she's wearing white, but I don't think she's getting married. She's only been dating Myers Osborne for like a couple of weeks, or if month, like, you know, a month or two at that. So you can't get married after 2 months.
Triple threat match with one another. Again, the rules, no disqualification, no count out. First one to get pinfall or submission will be the final.
Myers Osborne, he's a real Randy Orton lookalike, but
Potentially jump-starting her Raw career.
but as much as we joke around that Myers Osborne looks like, you know, Randy Orton, we have to give him a little bit of respect because he is half deaf and he has a speech impediment. So that can't be easy. That can't be easy for a WWE superstar with a disability and still, like, you know, be treated like a normal person, because there will be, like, you know, I hope they wouldn't dare, but there will probably be a time where WWE does a storyline where they slightly insult those disabilities. But I hope they're smart enough to not do that.
Sunset flip off a springboard crossbody. Stephanie Vaquer, 100 miles an hour to start this.
Vaquer, Prima for NXT and NXT North American champion. Only the devil's kiss from Stephanie Vaquer.
My goodness.
Listen to this place.
These thighs bind.
Stephanie Vaquer to Liv Morgan's face. Eaton Slim Jim ring.
Ivy Nile knows all about Vaquer. Vaquer knocked out Nile back in April. Oh, and Liv Morgan breaks things up with a basement drop kick. Liv looking to qualify for her third Money Night Contract ladder match tonight, 2022. She cashed in on the same night she won it on Ronda Rousey to win the World Championship.
Dos amigos.
The first ever Crown Jewel champion. Liv Morgan looking for... Oh, this time drops.
Oh.
Ivy Nile.
Those three amigos from Liv Morgan.
A little bit of a different take on it at the end, but effective.
Guerrero homage from Liv Morgan.
Now Liv Morgan taking control of this matchup.
You would expect Liv Morgan to dominate this match. Been there, done that with everything in this business.
Yeah, two-time women's champ, four-time tag team champion, the current champion, Raquel.
After this match, I'll showcase the wig a little bit. But be advised, it's not finished yet because I'm still waiting on hair extensions to complete it. But as far as, like, you know, fluffing it out to my liking and to, you know, to the character's liking, I think I did, like, you know, a decent job for now, because I did it enough so, like, you know, it can look like, you know, the shape of her hair, but I'm still waiting on extensions so I can shape it with the colors right. So that's the only reason why it's 50% done.
NBA playoffs are here, and I'm betting rebound props on FanDuel. After all, I am the league's greatest rebounder. Ain't that right, Chuck GPT?
Incorrect.
Well, top 5 for sure.
You are 19th on the all-time list.
What about scoring?
31st and likely to be passed soon.
Assists?
No results found.
I'll show you the bodysuit.
What about
The
celebrity
things that
golfer?
came in already are the tail, the bodysuit, and the wig. I'm still waiting on the ears and pants and a couple of makeup accessories. That devil kid make Booker T go crazy, I know. Too bad it'll probably be a while before he sees that again.
Dubman, care changes everything.
If you thought Subway subs were legendary, just wait until you try our new Doritos football nachos. Doritos nacho cheese chips smothered with melty cheese piled high with all your favorite delicious toppings, all for just $5. Doritos and Subway. Two legends come together to create...
Two legends, don't you mean great?
Nope. Subway and Doritos. Two legends. Just two.
No. Hey.
Here's my wig in all its glory.
Nachos today for just $5. Only at Subway.
See, Dramatical Murder fans know.
I'm working on it.
So I'm just waiting on some orange and pink hair extensions, and then the look will be totally complete.
First hockey game.
And then all I have to do is just wait for the pants, and then I can probably get started doing it. But I will, since my extensions won't come for another 2 weeks, I have to test makeup on this. So I'll probably showcase some makeup looks while wearing this wig in a couple streams, maybe like on Friday. I have to definitely test some makeup looks because I like to envision the makeup look I have before I actually wear the wig. And I have plenty of ideas. I just need to figure out which is the right one. Get long boots to match. I already have platformers. I just probably have to turn my black socks inside out. That's all. But I have to see all together. But I'm not really thinking socks is a good look for this. I'm probably just gonna go with my fishnets. You can't go wrong with fishnets. They make they make your legs look pretty no matter what you're wearing, especially when you're wearing platforms.
What's up, WWE Universe? Guess what? SummerSlam, MetLife, 2 nights, and I will finally be hosting. And nobody better try me.
WWE SummerSlam, a 2-night event at MetLife Stadium. 2-day combo tickets on sale now. Scan the code to get yours today.
And here's my bodysuit.
Triple threat match here live tonight.
It's a bathing suit really, but it works just as well.
And Ivy Nile.
See how I really liked it down here because down here it really did remind me of her lava lamp body, so that's why I chose this. So that, and I tested it with a couple of my shorts, and it does look nice. It really does look nice with it, so it's good.
Ladder match in her career here at WWE, which started less than a year ago, back in July. Dragon screw by Stephanie.
Did I ever play any sports? Not really. I mean, I played basketball back in middle school, but as far as in sports, that is not for me. I am a performer. I did choir.
Perez qualified for Monday Night Raw. Naomi, Julia, and Alexa Bliss fill out the field for Friday Night SmackDown.
Stephanie throwing big bombs at each other.
New Vendetta? Not really. I mean, it's probably new to y'all because this is the first, this is the first Pride Month that I, showcased it. But this is my Pride Vendetta, so I wear it every Pride.
Liv Morgan.
I live.
The future is bright.
Live now battling back.
But I still have my black Vendetta. See, Gojo's wearing it over there.
She's been in control for a lot of this match.
Tremendous acquisition by our general manager, Adam Case, to bring prosperity and bring roster. And now, Ivy Nile. Ivy looking to use her power here. Dangerous situation. Stocking up Vaquer for the win. Kick out by Stephanie. A near fall for Ivy Nile, and Pat, she realizes that was her opportunity.
Yes, it certainly was. And Stephanie stacked up. Superplex powerbomb.
I know, thank you. I really liked it too. It really did have the lava lamp effect. But I plan on just taking at least a couple pics with just the swimsuit because since it's all rainbow colored, I thought it would be a nice pride picture that I could at least put out. So I'll take a picture of myself in the swimsuit just for the eye candy.
Shoulders down. Kick out at 2 by Nile.
Stephanie Vaquer
I just want to be in makeup when I do it. So that's all.
And a double code breaker. Cover. Look at a pin both women here. And a kick out. Wow, what a win that would have been for Morgan. She picked up Vaquer and Nile in this match.
I have to step.
I've had to hear about it forever and for good reason. Double code breaker from Liv Morgan.
You're joining me today, Belle.
There's a lot this Saturday. The UFC fight this Saturday.
World title opportunity.
Nothing.
Oblivion coming.
Back for Oblivion and Ivy kicked out of the ring and now Vaquer. Oh, backslide.
Oh, so sweet and simple. She did it also.
Huh?
She did it also.
I know. I was like, that's really.
Ducks the
And Morgan out. Face first with a code breaker.
She ain't followed through with it.
Hello.
I don't know why she's on the main
Atomus.
roster.
Atomus.
She needs a little.
Yes, you are new.
She needs some more training. I think. Not training, but
What are you talking about?
Stephanie Vaquer.
Oh, no, she
She's not that
doesn't.
good at wrestling.
Yeah, she is. You just never watch her.
I do.
No, you don't.
She, a lot of the times I watch her, she's messing up. Not messing up, but it's just like.
Oh. Hi there.
Ivy Nile back in the ring. Vaquer.
That's cool. Whatever, kill.
Coming to Vaquer now.
Huh?
Put her away with the SBB cover. Vaquer is down.
Yep.
Qualifies for Money in the Bank.
Well, Liv Morgan, maybe you did need Roxanne's help.
I think she got a big ass.
Hopefully, that's not why I like
I'm
her.
saying people like her. That's why.
Yes, whatever.
She's not that good.
You just stop.
She got shit to. She got more to show. You know what's funny? What I was thinking about too. You know, Liv Morgan wasn't shit neither until she started that beef with Rhea Ripley, right?
Oh, I liked her.
Yeah, but she wasn't nothing. She was in and out of WWE.
That's because she got injured mad times because of
They
Rhea.
let her go before, didn't they?
Huh?
Didn't they let her go before and bring her back?
No.
I thought they let her go at one time.
No, they didn't. Yeah. We got 4 edgy girls and well, kind of 5 of them. Well, all of them. They kind of all wear the same fashion style. So this women's Money in the Bank is the time of the edgelords. Dark personas. Ugh.
What can I do for you? What can you do for me? You can accept my most profound wishes for a happy birthday, AJ Styles.
No. Is that right?
In fact, I brought you a gift. It has intrinsic value. It's not a watch or you can afford anything you want on this planet. But information is currency. And information is wisdom. And I have the wisdom to bestow upon you. We all see Dominic Mysterio as the Intercontinental Champion, running around with his dirty Sanchez mustache and making a disgrace of that championship. That title needs a phenomenal champion like you. But Money in the Bank, you have to climb a ladder, you have to retrieve a briefcase, and inside the briefcase is a contract, and that contract can be cashed in when a champion is in trouble, and you always have to be prepared 24/7. Shut that briefcase down with you, bring a referee with you, it's way too much. Tonight is you versus C.
Future baby mama. Nope. I have not lost my touch. I have not lost my touch in love yet. So if you want a baby mama, look at somebody who's feeling in love.
To Seth freaking Rollins.
No shade to anybody who does it right, but usually from a personal standpoint, that's the interpretation I get.
side of Tristan, I mean, chasing that
Semi-new here. I don't think.
you look exhausted.
I don't think I've heard you say.
I bet you thought this conversation
Wallow.
was going to end
My
with
favorite
you buying
wrestler.
what you're selling, right?
My favorite wrestler, I always say on here is Rhea Ripley, but all time I can't really say because I haven't watched wrestling that long, so I can't really say. Like, there's plenty of wrestlers that I can name because I grew up with wrestling, so I can't just be devoted to just one.
And I know that's exactly what that was. So I don't care if it's you, the Judgment Day, the Bloodline, John Cena.
Well,
you
got.
try to push me out, and I will.
Well, you got me, but ain't no babies coming out of me, so just forget
So I
it.
got some advice for you. Why don't you go back and you tell Seth Rollins, I know all about his plan.
I'm not beautiful. Oh no.
That old saying, right?
Then I'm ugly, but it's okay. It's okay.
Until they get punched in
Somebody will kiss this frog someday, and I'll be a beautiful princess. So just know it's not you, because I'll turn uglier. You're watching WWE with a girl right now. Exactly.
I know we only just met, but I can't imagine my life.
It's a girl who will stay here until the end of it. I'm not gonna fall asleep or ignore what you say.
Oh, what's up, man? We're still trying to get that new place, right? Yeah.
Unless it's insulting and pervy, then yes, I'll totally ignore what you say.
My boy has that t-shirt. For real? And the pants. Yes, sir. Pants too. We got it with that.
My paycheck invested, so my portfolio is so.
You don't believe in yourself. I believe in me. Why do you think I owned it? I thought I rented that? Crazy. That's fake. I don't know why he's like that. Yeah. Remote for us.
Hi, First Lady.
jean shorts to the Osborne's annual
Hi.
neighborhood barbecue.
JD Carpenter.
This year, I went to Men's Warehouse, so I'll have the best outfit.
The good plunger. The
Isn't
big one.
no, isn't that sweet? I guess so.
This is just a bowl of ketchup.
If you don't change, my wife and I
Would I ever consider wrestling? That's a question that I get a lot. Like every time I do the stream, and I'm like, and it's always the same answer. No, I don't ever see me wrestling. I look like I have the physique and the knowledge to wrestle, but I really don't.
Actually, it was sent out here from the desk.
I love performing, and I love being creative in art.
You a one-topping cheddar crust pizza for $11.99.
So I can't really see myself doing any athletic work.
It's got to be the most famous trophy in all of sports, right?
I love fashion, I love singing, I love dancing, I love drawing.
Whatever you trace will put you face to face with the greatest team this game has ever known.
Okay, I see you. I see you strong. What do you want from me?
To lift it for a moment, to keep it for a day, to be on it forever.
Hey, did you find the manual? Yes, of course I found it. No, I knew that.
Seven Dale!
Who's Dale?
Oh, you human.
I'm Dale. American Home Show now provides video chat with live repair experts for home fixes over the phone. Let's go fix that up.
Okay, Dale.
I need my phone back.
I get that. So you like watching just what it's fun to do it. That makes sense. I mean, that's like that's totally fine because it's not like whenever you watch a sport you want to do it. Just because you watch a sport doesn't mean you want to do it. My brother watches football all the time, but he doesn't want to play football. And my mom likes wrestling, and she can't wrestle. She's too old. She's not Ric Flair, so.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Already, Stephanie Vaquer has filled the final slot for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Still to come tonight. Who will fill the final spot on the men's side? Will be AJ Styles, CM Punk, or a Grande Americano?
Ooh, a Grande Americano. Oh, Oh man, Rusev.
My old friends. You look disappointed in me last week. How dare you? I am doing the good work. I'm trying to fix the weak and prevent them from slipping into the abyss.
Okay.
Something you watch me do.
Spamming is just gonna make me get rid of you, so.
Last week you ran out to help a stranger. But when I needed you back then, you let me vanish.
So this is your final warning.
Do not mistake the man that I was for the force that I am, Sheamus.
I watch NBA, but definitely wouldn't want to play. Let's see. Does my mom watch wrestling with me? I mean, yes and no. On Mondays we watch it apart, but on Fridays we watch it together because I watch it in the living room on Fridays with her because we don't have live TV, so I have to go on the server and watch it with her. I could just put the server on in my room too, but doing like multiple devices will make it run even slower and laggy. So I'd rather just do it in the living room than just put it on 2 devices.
Zella, you stood tall against the bully last week. You keep that spirit up, and your time will come. There was something special, pure
What
and
do I
real
think about the recent WWE releases?
Maxine, soon you both realize that?
I'm hurt.
You become a tag team in your own right?
I'm hurt. I'm
You
betrayed.
realize that's something that not many people have here at the WWE.
I've been duped.
I really appreciate that. Actually, Maxine has impressed me a lot lately.
Get on it. It's a break. Cheers, fella.
I'm aware of who's been fired, and I kind of don't need to be reminded because already I crashed out earlier on the stream, and I'd rather not crash out again.
You know, Kathy, me and Rusev go way back. He was a groomsman at my wedding. But there's only so long I can stand back and watch his so-called friend and do nothing. His WWE career imploded because of his own bad decisions. And his career outside of WWE, well, it lasted about as long as Rusev did.
Am I a les?
24
No,
hours.
I am straight as they
What are you putting on banger
straight
after
as
banger,
straight as
week
they are.
after week. And now that he's back, we're all supposed to have amnesia? What's the pick on boys having?
But I am a part of the LGBT community by being a demisexual, so I am asexual and demisexual. So that's makes me a part of the LGBTQ community, but I'm still straight. So yeah, that's That's not a full that's doesn't fully make me gay, so. Yeah, weebs are hot. Oh yeah, I forgot the Judgment Day music. Ew. Whatever. But just because I'm not lesbian doesn't mean you have a chance with me. Keyword asexual. That means don't want to date you. Or anyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, up next, the War Raiders take on the group The Judgment Day in a match presented by Cash App, live on Netflix.
Search up the word asexual, and that'll be your answer.
Great. You guys want to do a little spot?
Yeah, I could be into it. Just like a one-time casual thing with Tyler.
Am I from LA? No, I'm not from LA. I'm from Long Island, New York, so it's LI.
This designer bag, if you can prove to me that you know your finances.
Let's do it.
How many subscriptions do you have?
Probably just Netflix and Spotify.
All right, it's saying you have 13 subscriptions, which is costing you around $270 a month.
What? The app is telling you all of this?
It shows you all your expenses in one place, and it can even help you create a budget, which I think you need.
Coming for everybody. Okay.
Don't worry about those 13 subscriptions you didn't know you had. You can cancel the ones you don't want right through the app, and it can even help you try and get a refund.
America rules, and so does real American beer. Get some.
I used to even Ronkankama. That's cool, I guess.
Introducing Wegovy through Hims. Ready to lose up to 20% of your body weight?
I'm not giving away where I live,
This
so
FDA-approved treatment for weight loss is available for 50%
good on you for
off.
giving away
Now
that.
you feel confident about losing weight and keeping it off, all at an affordable price. Hims offers access
I got
to
more rid than
personalized weight loss
ChatGPT.
treatment plans that promote
I mean,
sustained long-term weight loss and improve
you're being most genuine when you do have your own riz instead of ChatGPT, so
Start today at hims.com.
that's a red flag if you use ChatGPT to talk to girls and use pickup lines and everything like that.
Crave chaos. Who breaks? Check. Roll cage? Check. A spoiler show baby doubles as a picnic table?
What's
Oh,
okay?
bet.
Nothing. Nothing. You didn't miss much. Hi, Inez. Yes, I am in Army and so excited for them to come back soon. It's just literally 2 more weeks until BTS Fest does, so I'm really excited what they'll give us, whether it's them just showing up or them actually just singing straight up like that. Whatever. I'm glad to see my boys. Even if they're all bald, like at least like, you know, a little bit, they still have to grow out their hair for a couple more weeks. Unless they already let them. Hi, Suave. I don't live there anymore. I wouldn't say
Bring the juice.
we say where I live now. I know. It's just that if you give location, if you give city names on Long Island, that will give people an idea where I live. And I don't want that. Hi, Suave.
Tickets on sale now at fanaticsfest.com.
You missed me showcasing most of my cosplay haul, but I'm gonna show them for like, you know, next week, because next week is when the work will actually be completed. I just showed half of the work being completed.
WWE superstars, rare collectibles, and immersive sports experiences under one roof. Don't miss your chance to meet the incredible WWE lineup: The Undertaker, Charlotte Flair, Rey Mysterio,
I'll still let them
Bianca
bald.
Belair, and more.
Of course I will too. I just miss their hair. I mean, that's like, you know, the one thing I love about Asian K-pop stars, so. I know you weren't trying. It's all good. I'm just saying, I wouldn't say that.
It's the new game. That's a little better. We got the moves at that. Yeah, you see it. Come on now.
No creeps will be around me because I'm not going to let them, and they better stay away.
Nice guys, you've received a pretty honorable award over the past few days.
I got family in Shirley. Again, another city, another town district in Long Island. But that's nowhere near me, so I guess that's a pass. But Ronkonkoma is around where I live, so yeah, best not to say locations where I am actually, like, you know, a little few hours away from.
As if they happen now. The thing about it is that Rick Carlisle was bothering us all night for advice. And we finally gave him some advice, and look at him now. He's in the finals, man. He's in the finals. You should be thanking us. Thank God for the new day. You gonna thank God for the new day? And Michael, every day.
Hi, Vinny.
We were representing WWE at the Tudum Netflix event. Damn. I would never lie to that.
Hold you back, Tudum. Get yourself straight. Oh, big shoulder tackle. Come on, Mike.
Xavier Woods, you might have the best eyebrows on television right now. Not Mike, I do.
Let's get back to what's going on in the ring.
Have you seen these eyebrows? Break them in. Actually, if you want to get back to the ring,
What am I watching? I'm watching Monday Night Raw, like usual.
So why do you guys keep dodging these tag teams? Like, first off, War Raiders, you guys continue to dodge these guys.
I'm so sorry, did we not beat the War Raiders and American Made at the same time? Well, you guys, hold up, Cole. You see, we're not even in the match. You see how dumb these people are? How can we suck if we're the champions?
You guys took
What does that say about your favorites if we suck?
You guys took advantage of a young team last week. Said you were going to forge an alliance with American Made, and then you stabbed him in the back.
Advantage? Julius tagged himself into the match. I couldn't even see who was legal, what was going on. I just happened to pin the legal man who happened to be Adrian's brother, and we won the match.
We won the match. What did you want?
That's that big brain stuff that the New Day has.
So who would you rather face, the War Raiders or Judgment Day?
We want our truth. Yep, that's what they were saying earlier, but they had to stop the chant.
That's all that we know. And you got two pretty good teams right
Cause they didn't want to say it over Sami Zayn and CM Punk. If only Logan Paul were here, I would definitely shout our truth over him. Firing our truth was a huge mistake. Yeah, it was, but it was halfly up to him and it was halfly up to WWE. But of course, WWE influenced it more. But the thing we can do for our truth is support his music career, because in the meantime, I think that's all he'll be, like, you know, financially, like, you know, he'll be financially bound on his music career. So the least we could do is stream his song so he could get the, you know, the monetization he deserves. They stopped the chant because they were saying it during Sami Zayn and CM Punk's, you know, promos. So they were laughing. Yeah, go away. I do like Xavier Woods' pants. I love them. Why are those guys wearing bananas? I have no idea. Ask the guy who one time wore you know, the Mario Tanuki hat. It was a Mario and Luigi Tanuki hat, and those guys showed up for at least like a good, like, you know, 2 weeks. And then, you know, I didn't see him ever again. But I was like, why are they wearing Mario Tanuki hats?
All served unlimited for just $15.99. Only at Applebee's.
It's just like our new house.
I hope you have an American Home Shield warranty. Leaky toilet? Fixed. Clogged AC coils? Fixed. Oven beyond repair? Ta-da! If AHS can't fix your covered item, then replace it, no matter its age.
A warranty is smart.
Imagine paying all that money to have to sit behind them. Yeah.
Too much. American Home Shield. Sign up today at
I know.
AHS.com.
I would be like, hey, yo,
Need a little help?
take out that hat so I can see.
Need some advice? We got advice. No matter what you need, we have
Yes, exactly. Have I ever been to a live show? Yes, I have, when they came to Long Island back in 2022.
Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand
It was-
apart. The professional parts people.
It was in May. I almost forgot what time it was for a second, but I remember. It was in May. It was a Mother's Day gift to my mom. An early Mother's Day gift, because it was on, the show was on the week before Mother's Day, so we decided to like, you know, take my mom to a show as a early Mother's Day gift.
You were the first 5-year price guarantee and prepaid.
I'm saying, how did they stop it though? Like, did they talk over the chants, or no, they talked over it. They, like, you know, CM Punk and, you know, Sami Zayn just kept talking over it. And they're like, yeah, it's no use. Well, back to work. Thank you. Welcome to the PK crew.
Uncomfortable. It changes everything. I'm Daniel, one of the founders of Ridge. My dad and I
Our
realized
tickets
that both
expensive.
worlds
Yeah, they are.
to the max and barely fit
But
in my pocket. So we set out to
I think we only spent like maybe 200 for like decent middle seats, like maybe $200 to $300 for a decent middle seats. But that was only that time. Every time we try to find tickets now, it's all $600, $700, and I'm like, no, because that's like that's like not only most of my bill money, but that's half of my cosplay money too. So as much as I want to spend that much on WWE tickets, but I'm not gonna, because I'm smart and I'm not going to invest. I'm not gonna invest like my bill money just to go see WWE.
Los Angeles. Individual event tickets on sale now.
I can't live without internet or electricity or heating.
Judgment Day versus the War Raiders, the World Tag Champs, the New Day
It's crazy how expensive tickets have gotten. NFL went up also. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. I know that World Cup in New Jersey is going to be crazy expensive too, because not only are people in the New York area are going to buy, but people all over the world are going to buy it. People all over the world are going to buy it.
The War Raiders had their shot. They absolutely.
How did the GoFundMe with your brother, Father Rodriguez? Yeah, about that. I said I didn't start it on GoFundMe. I decided to make it a Ko-Fi goal instead. So anybody in the stream who wants to donate to my Ko-Fi in the goal, I'm trying to raise money so my brother can have the Ultimate Father's Day gift and go meet Tom Brady at Fanatics Fest. So my Ko-Fi is in the link in my bio. So go to it and then donate in the goal that I have labeled that says, Tom Brady. And if you can't donate, just share. Anything's appreciated.
Ivar needs a tag. JD McDonough needs a little bit of a breath.
I told you, Ko-Fi is a website that I could be donated instantly.
McDonough's still in there. Probably should have got out.
He can get one too, says Eric. So it's power.
Straight throw by Eric. And now McDonough, think he's going to suffer the same fate.
People donate on my Ko-Fi by giving me a cup of coffee, and I'll get it instantly paid in my PayPal. And I will save all my PayPal money to go to send my brother to Fanatics Fest. If I ever reach that much, but this is I don't really expect much from this, Ko-Fi goal. I just thought it would be nice.
That knee echoes throughout the entire arena here tonight.
And the BOK Center said, is he A-OK? I do not think so.
Still no chime. No, I can't.
You hold that in the pocket all night.
I can't chime anybody. And why would I want to chime when PayPal is easier? And anybody can go on Ko-Fi and donate. It's nothing different. You just put in the amount you want to give to me, and then it'll be sent to my PayPal in a matter of days. It's not really that different. Can you PayPal me? Of course you can if you want to.
But he got all of that as he takes out Eric.
Just go to my Ko-Fi and give me whatever you want, and I will keep it in my PayPal. I just probably can't reach it in my PayPal until 20 days, because when you first get donated on PayPal, you have to wait. I think you have to make maybe 20 purchase, 20 donations in order to get paid instantly. But until then, I have to wait a couple days for the money to go in. But that's okay, because this is good for me. This will mean that I have money stashed and untouched for a certain amount of time.
Dangerous 330-pounder when he flies from up there. Hey, wait a minute. Roxanne Perez out on the apron, distracting.
Wow, Roxanne Perez helped you instead of Liv Morgan helping you. That's great. What's mine is yours. Well, I don't want to think it that way. If I'm just given everything in life, I'll be looked like, you know, negatively, because it seems nowadays that when people ask for stuff, even though they're being genuine, they'll always be like, you know, thought of negatively. So I'm just like, you know, asking to, out of curiosity. Like, I'm not desperate for it. If you want to donate, that's fine, but you don't have to. And I never like, you know, will get angry if you don't. People have their own lives, just as I do, and they have their own responsibilities just as I do, and I'm not gonna ask, I would never ask you to put me before anything else you love, so.
Finn Balor, JD McDonough pick up a massive tag team win over the War Raiders.
So as easy as it would be, like, you know, theoretically speaking, I wouldn't want it to be like that all the time.
She timed that perfectly.
Because I'm responsible enough to save for stuff. It's just that every time, like, you know, I try to, I have other responsibilities that I have to do. It's just responsibilities after responsibilities, and I'm not going to, like, you know, sacrifice a responsibility just to do something that'll probably affect me later on.
Who do not understand what greatness is and what it takes, and therefore will never achieve it. She has forgotten everything that I have done for her. That every moment in her career with glimpses of greatness has been because of me.
All the matches becoming the same. I remember, like, 1 minute fight.
When she became a double champ at WrestleMania because of me. She had the greatest match of her career.
Thank you.
Backlash.
Thank you, Soundwave. I appreciated your donation that time, and I used it.
Money in the Bank Wire is in a lose-lose situation.
I used it to get some of my cosplay material. That's the what you call it, reason why I made a Ko-Fi in the first place, so I can bring more good cosplay material to you guys. Because cosplay is what started this channel, not WWE. So even though WWE is a life source of this channel now, I'm going to always devote it to cosplay, because that's what gave me my big break and started this channel. So I'm always going to bring authentic and genuine cosplays, but also express, like, you know, my feisty and, like, you know, dominant side by always, you know, hanging with you guys and sharing our love and hate of WWE.
Different dogs have different needs, like skin and coat, mobility support, and healthy digestion. That's why I's Advanced Health has different formulas, so every dog can be a healthy dog.
Dad, come on, let's go. I'm working on it.
I understand you want to support me, and I appreciate it. It's just that I wish I could give a lot more than I like, you know, wish I could give a lot more than, like, you know, than I could.
Get 5% cash back on everyday purchases, like gas, with the Credit One Bank Platinum.
I know I can do a lot more. It's just that with all my circumstances and life, like, you know, that's happening around me, I can't all the time. I have to literally sacrifice what I have to invest in every time when it comes to this channel.
Zen Garden wasn't comforting
I have to make an investment in one thing,
and comforting.
and one thing only on this channel, and that's monthly.
Well, that's not
like,
very Zen of you. I'm a work in progress. Peanut butter M&Ms.
like if I wanted to just do this month cosplay, I will, but I can't, like, you know, do another thing, like how I wish I could buy some merchandise to showcase to you guys, some WWE merchandise, because I said I wanted to do that too, but I can't do that because I made the choice to, you know, invest in cosplays per usual, so that's why.
Real American beer, a brand new national treasure.
But I don't regret in the, like, you know, investments I make for this channel, because I know like, you know, there will be a time where I do one of everything and try to be versatile as I can.
The number of different workouts to do. Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
There we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all. And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all
I was thinking of streaming. I was thinking of streaming some Apex when I reach 2K.
Atlanta are bringing the classics back.
It just won't be a good. It just won't be a good quality. I'm going to literally just broadcast my TV, and you probably won't hear any noise either because I'm going to have my headset on.
3 massive shows.
But
one unforgettable weekend. Combo tickets
that's up
on
to
sale
you if
now.
you decide to watch me or not. I'm not forcing anybody to.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Tulsa, Oklahoma tonight, the oil capital of the United States, and the VOK Center hosting Monday Night Raw live on Netflix. 100%, 76% for the men's qualifier still come tonight.
That's cash, brother. Even better, that's cash in.
So it's like a good barbecue. I wouldn't know.
Massive congratulations are in order for this lady right here, Stephanie Vaquer. Not only are you now a part of the Raw roster, but you won your match tonight. You're going on to WrestleMania, or to Money in the Bank, excuse me, this Saturday. So how are you feeling?
I feel great. Thank you so much. La verdad estoy muy agradecida con el recibimiento del público. Ha sido
Ooh. Mac Queen in all her glory. Oh. Ooh, my 2 dark queens.
Imagine that matchup. Uncle Mara and Tommy.
Did you hear that Reno and Tommy show?
I like. I wish I could have seen it more, but I like Rhea Ripley's half done lips. She took some black lip liner and she decided to just make that her lipstick. I wish I could do that, but I don't have lip liner. I just have lipstick. You could probably do the same thing with lipstick, but that's hard because it smears more easily.
The only woman who held the women's Intercontinental title faced Becky Lynch on Saturday.
Wow.
She looks like an office
Brave
manager.
words from Becky all the way from her safe little hiding spot.
You can't be an office manager with ombre hair like that.
Such a coward and get out here so I can say what I have to say straight to your face.
I love that little necklace she has of a dagger. And of course that tank that she has. It's very reflective. I can't tell if it's lace or not though. But if it is lace, then the lace is like, you know, giving it a reflective look because of the lighting. And it's green and black, so those are good colors to, like, you know, have the little splatter effect with. And of course they match her hair, so.
Protege.
Be the bigger woman. No. Shut up. You said your piece, and all you did was show the world that you are delusional to a point that it is just sad. Honestly, your downfall needs to be studied. You made it all the way to the top by being a good person that didn't give up, and then you only stayed on top because you gave up being a good person. But you were right about one thing. I'll give you that. Since you started trying to ruin my life, I have changed. But you know what that change is you're seeing, Becky? Anger. I needed to get angry. And no one in my entire life has hurt me the way you hurt me. And it is so funny to me that by trying to hold me down, all you did was unlock the side of me that is capable of destroying you. I have beat you twice, I have beat you blind, and at Money in the Bank, I am going to beat the crap out of you and ensure that you never get to poison what it means to be Intercontinental Women's Champion.
The only thing that is poison is your perspective. You say that I have hurt you more than anybody else. I believe you're speaking emotionally, even though I did physically hurt you too. But emotionally, I have hurt you more than anyone else. I don't believe that's true. You know what I think happened? I think you wanted an excuse to hate me. You took any excuse to hate me because you want to replace me, but you can't do that. Nobody can.
So the truth comes
I
out.
didn't want to hurt you. I wanted to make you better. But that's all changed now. And now I know the thing that's going to hurt you the most is when you're going to have to raise my hand.
Wow, Becky. Wow. More big words. Why don't you put your money where your mouth is and let's give Tulsa a little preview and do this right now!
Nope. Wants to fight?
I don't fight in Tulsa, Oklahoma. See you in Los Angeles and Money in the Bank.
Lyra fired up, confident, emotional.
Another sneak attack.
As she rushes now down the entrance way to attack Becky. And the fight is now on.
Becky's fighting in Tulsa because she's getting her ass kicked by Lyra here.
Yeah, kick her with those platformers again. they're not like, you know, they're not a big wedge though, like she did.
At Money in the Bank.
Intercontinental champion Lyra Vaquer.
Becky's pushed all the buttons to push Lyra over the edge. Will it be to Becky's advantage or Lyra's advantage come Saturday with the championship on the line?
Lyra said she had to get mad. She's unlocked a completely different side of herself. And it's going to be the side that's going to dominate Becky at Money in the Bank.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is a reason that I am wearing an Indiana Pacers jersey tonight.
That's right. Michael Cole and I had a bet. If the Pacers beat the Knicks, he would have to wear a tank top. The Pacers did that, and that's because Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, Coach Rick Carlisle, and Tyrese Halliburton made it happen. Run the footage, please, Emmett.
Yeah, no, I don't need to be reminded. Nobody wanted that, and they're not giving really credit to the other NBA, like, you know, players that actually help them boost, like, you know, the points up. They're only counting Tyrese Halliburton's shot, which saved them, but that lucky shot will mean nothing if the player that helped, like, you know, raise the score up some did it. So they're not giving him any credit, and people are noticing that, and they're starting to hate Tyrese for that.
My guy who kept the Knicks in the entire series, tremendous playoff series for Brunson. He's got a shirt available on WWEshop.com as well.
Yeah, the Knicks
What's my favorite type of match?
That's a problem. Oklahoma City is about to be.
I don't know what's my favorite type of match. I mean, you can't go wrong with one fall. Yeah, but I do love no DQ matches too, because that means anything can happen, and sometimes chaos can be good in a match, especially if it helps the storyline a lot. Yeah, not that winner. Halliburton did carry the Pacers team for most of the year, though. Yes, but that's just being biased to, like, you know, the star player. You can't be biased all the time to the star player and not acknowledge any of the other players. And I don't even watch NBA like that. But my brother just made a good point. Like, why are they giving Tyrese Halliburton all the credit when the people who help boost up the points, that's, like, you know, that's the thing that really, like, you know, did it. Because that shot was really lucky, and you can't, and luck does, like, you know, doesn't necessarily mean everything. It means everything in the moment, but not everything long term. Yeah, that's cute. Sami Zayn got some glasses.
Big tag team match for main event Jey Uso, the world champ, and of course, Sami Zayn time.
I wish I could do a show in a tank top every week. You can if you want to.
Well, you put my suit on. Yeah.
Now I'm not telling you.
I'll find it. Okay. Hey, chat.
No.
Tag action on your way. Live on Netflix.
You missed.
Oh, no, it didn't.
Yeah, you did. You didn't hit me. You didn't hit me with that. You really didn't hit me with that. You missed. You didn't touch me with that. I promise you missed. You didn't. I swear to God, you missed. You didn't touch me. It did not touch me. It hit the wall. It hit the wall. It would have hit me in my head if it would.
No, I don't need to hit your head.
It would have, I said. It hit the wall. Chat, she's just trying to beat me up because she's mad that she got slapped.
And now I'm gonna slap you.
Customers pay $5.
Get off my bed.
Maybe you just need a Snickers pecan. Italian marble is a little overrated. Spanish marble is much better.
Yeah, we got the stashes. Pulling up now.
Hi, got you.
Because you was digging in my nose.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you would.
I had no digging in your nose. I would have felt that.
Extra. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Mira, I got this.
I need to look pretty again. And now my bed is ruined thanks to him. Hey, you can pay me for that. I definitely deserve to get donated now.
I had to be born for it. You can be smart, or you can be nuke.
No, I can't be a wrestler. Don't lie to me.
Famous trophy in all of sports, right? But it's more than that. This is a time machine. Whatever you trace will put you face to
Don't
face
lie
with
to
the
me.
greatest
Brothers and
human
sisters
beings
fight all the
ever.
time.
This is why they play the game. To lift it for a moment, to keep it for a day, to be on it forever.
Attention fans, get your phones ready. I would describe myself as a fighter. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 30 years, our fights have been against giants. We have recovered billions and billions and billions of dollars for our clients. Injured? Call your army. We're ready to roll. If you want a fighter, you can count on us. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Why is there wrestling on
Text summer to For the People.
Morgan & Morgan represents them, so they're giving away free tickets. My brother gave me 7 sets of stitches and a broken arm. We ain't never had a fight that brutal. And it's different. I can imagine it's different when, like, you know, a sibling of the same gender fights. But if it's a brother and sister fight, then it's not that big a deal.
Jey Uso, I mentioned a busy week tag match tonight, Saturday. In Los Angeles, at Money in the Bank, he teams with Cody Rhodes to take on WWE Champion John Cena and Logan Paul, a tag team action 2 nights after that, a week from tonight, Pat, in Phoenix. Jey Uso has to defend his world title against Gunther.
Yeah, that's no fun, but heavy is the head. That eats with the crowd.
And Saturday's Money in the Bank is presented by Cash App. Your financial tag team partner, Cash App, is always in your corner.
Yeah, he doesn't either. It's just that he just annoys me all the time, and I am too stubborn to let him get the last hit. So that's why no matter when or where he slaps me, I'm going to slap him back. So yes, I'll ditch the chat for a few minutes just so I can get him back. I mean, it's all fun and games. Luckily, it just never came to that with us. Well, I'm getting hungry, so I'm just going to get my dinner.
Oh, Pat, the wise man has done it again. Not only signing with one of the all-time greats in Seth Rollins, but also bringing aboard these two men. The unpredictable, badass, Braun Breaker, the Oscilla, big plus and breed, insurance policy for Rollins in his run at a world title.
Paul Heyman has been ahead of schedule in this industry since the beginning of his time. Decades and decades and decades of greatness. The blind man could have seen that Braun Breaker was the future of this industry. Getting Brunson Reed to join.
See, my brother's nice to me. He decided to give me his plate of food instead of making my own.
Tonight, the first time ever these 4 men have met this tag team situation, although Braun has quite the history with both Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. Braun won his first championship, the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam last year, knocking off Sami Zayn. Jey Uso, who in his first singles title, the Intercontinental title by beating Breaker. Breaker would go on to regain it from Jay a few weeks later on.
Time to put ponytail in me.
Breaker would love to keep this a physical, ground and pound fight.
And you know, Pat, this is a very big match for Breaker and Reed because they've never teamed together before. Will this team work?
Braun and Braun.
Sure watching somewhere in the back. You know he's here. We saw him out of the building earlier tonight. Of course, Paul Heyman.
That's what people said. That's what people said about what you call it, you know, Braun Strowman and Braun Breaker, but it didn't come to play. I'm not an anime fan, but all these shorts are fire. Thank you. If it's from anime, that's just because it's a J-pop song, and I obviously do dance routines from there. I've been getting kind of lazy on the dance routines though, so I might, like, you know, try and study this weekend and do one because I'm losing my dancing mojo. What match am I watching right now? It's Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed versus Sami Zayn and Jey Uso.
A fresh aged cheddar for a new cheddar crust pizza sent down to our kitchen from the cheddar heavens.
Actually, it was sent down here from the dairy farm.
You know, that tracks, actually. Yeah.
We're making I'll eat it in a second. It's just that it's still a little too hot for my liking. But today I'm eating ribs and rice again.
I felt stuck. But Zepbound means change. Zepbound is for adults with obesity to help lose weight and keep it off.
It's changing what I believe is possible when it comes to weight loss.
So what's my goal for career? I mean, I don't really have a long-term career per se. I'm just fine, you know. I'm just fine with the little job I have of babysitting. That's all. Like, as long as I'm, like, you know, having a job where I'm, that, like, you know, pays well and keeps us financially stable, I don't, like, you know, need, like, you know, a long-term goal. I'm just fine doing the, like, you know, little hobbies of cosplays and, you know, bringing, you know, content on here. Will it take me places? I don't know. And if it does, I'm totally, like, you know, I would totally be ecstatic. But as far as, like, you know, hoping to, like, you know, go anywhere with it, I don't necessarily need to. My hobby is just to bring my creativity to those who want to be inspired and those are inspired by me.
Complete vehicle history from car gurus. That's how. Boom.
Let me talk to you. Here at the Slim Jim Gym.
I am happy. I really am. I like babysitting. And I like, you know, just bringing, like, you know, as much as I can, because I know there's lots of people who are just like me with so little to work with but big ideas, and I want, like, you know, to inspire people. What I hope to do is, like, inspire people that no matter how little you have it, your creativity will speak for itself.
When every day feels like Monday, Minute Maid, bring the juice.
Your creativity and your heart will speak for itself as you keep on doing what you love.
Bronson Reed's first match back since back in November when he came flying off the top of the War Games.
And not much. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker just started fighting Jey Uso and Sami Zayn.
So much had to go to the head getting back in the ring.
The light was off at 1
Obviously, he did
through 9:30.
That was aligned alongside the future.
Yeah, that's strange.
Now Breaker looking for the cheap shot. He's learning quickly from Seth and company.
Who's my favorite wrestler is Rhea Ripley.
We saw Jey Uso across the ring.
I must be free with quiz. I mean, I hope I am. I mean, I just... I treat kids how I would treat other people, and that's with kindness and respect and, like, you know, patience.
Defense against Logan Paul Saturday. He's got the team with a Cody Rhodes against Cena and Logan coming out by Breaker on Sammy kick out.
And I just all the time try to teach kids to be independent so they can help their parents. And like, you know, to help them in life, because kids need that kind of dependency at the age of like 5 and 6. And like, you know, before they hit the double digits, if a kid can manage to do certain things themselves, then it'll be a big help for them.
Champion, that he's a fighting champion, that he doesn't take these shortcuts like John Cena does. Corey says he needs to save wrestling from John Cena. John Cena says he's going to destroy wrestling, allowing YouTubers like Logan Paul to take over. So there is a lot at stake Saturday.
Those are all the reasons that Jey Uso feels obligated to wrestle on Saturday in that tag team match.
Sami Zayn with a tornado DDT, and Sami now with an opening. Can he make a tag to main event Jey Uso?
Bronson Reed stunning.
I need to
tornado DDT from Sami Zayn.
Support pillow.
He patiently waited his turn. Tag made the breaker. Here comes the world champion, and Jey Uso looking to pick up the pace. Main event Jey Uso.
I have this stupid shirt. I hate how it shows my chest too much.
I guarantee you, Gunther's watching this match very carefully tonight. A week away from a chance to regain his title. Remember, it was this man Uso tapped out Gunther at WrestleMania to win his first world championship.
Well, it's crazy to watch, but I say Jey Uso is getting better as he becomes champion longer.
Oh!
That's an explosivity that Braun Breaker has. That has everybody talking about the future of this business on his shoulders. Just throwing our world champion up in the sky like he's a pizza pie.
Who won? Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer, Ivy Nile. Stephanie Vaquer won.
And our champ is gone.
And Breaker now at 23 miles per hour speed.
Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh wow, that was insane. Braun Breaker's lightning speed in that super kick.
Breaker and Reed lose their debut tag match together.
Jey Uso playing possum with Braun Breaker. Build up the speed. Oh, look at this, the choke. They made him the champion.
And again, Jey Uso, maybe he can tag out Breaker just like he did Gunther at WrestleMania. And Bronson Reed with a senton.
Sami Zayn now.
Dude, you just lost your partner.
Bronson Reed just wrecking people.
Just laying bodies out.
Oh, 330 pounds, went for the splash, and Sami Zayn rolled out of harm's way.
What's my nationality? I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican. I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican, but I was born in Long Island. My sister-in-law in PR and always have written right to yep. Yep, you know what it's about.
Look who's here with a stop to Jey Uso. Seth Rollins forces a disqualification. You wondered when Seth Rollins was going to show up.
Obviously.
And Sami Zayn now fighting back against Rollins. Rollins, but right after the world champ, that'll be his target.
I know of him, but I wish I would.
Sami Zayn runs into a headbutt by Big Bronson Reed.
I wish I could have grown up to. I was like, you know, born earlier to see him, because I have no idea what his ring work is like.
Oh no! Oh, you gotta be kidding me! No way, you're gonna kill me! Get down! Bronson, get down! And Punk! Punk is here! Punk saves the day! Punk with a steel chair!
Dude.
Punk saving Zayn! Taking out Reed! Thank goodness for CM Punk! Or Sami Zayn would be in a hospital tonight! CM Punk told Sami earlier tonight, I have your back! In this situation,
Well, Seth Rollins called the disqualification. It was Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed versus Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. Ooh, profanity. Triple threat.
We know where he's going to be later tonight. We've got him right where we want him. Trust me.
Sage advice by Rollins because punching that triple threat later tonight to try to qualify for a Money in the Bank contract ladder match. What better hope Sami and Jey Uso on his match later on?
What color attire is Braun Breaker wearing? He's wearing just casual black. Black with black reflective. Carlito's not there.
Roxanne went to the clubhouse while I was gone. Shaking nuggets, shoulder rubs, interfering in our matches. I see exactly what you want.
Where's all this coming from? Look, Roxanne, she's just here to help, that's it.
Oh, so I'm imagining.
Well, imagination can play tricks on all of us. I think you're frustrated. You're frustrated because things didn't go your way last week or this week. But look, Roxanne, she got me and JD back on track for the tag team titles. And imagine this. Roxanne wins the Money in the Bank, and then she goes on to win the Women's World title and bring it home to the clubhouse, huh?
Oh, yeah. Seems like you're working out, don't you?
There's no plan. There's no plan, and I get it. Roxanne, she came on a little strong with the nuggets and the shoulder rolls. I get it, but don't trust dog.
Do you guys do yellow rice and beans? Yes, of course we do. Just not today. My mom.
Well, trust will come with time.
My mom was a little lazy.
Give it a chance, okay? Don't worry.
Brad had pink panties. That's okay because didn't like, you know, at the time when Jey Uso was going with the pink and blue, like, you know, color palette, didn't he have pink underwear too?
Everything okay? Oh, everything's good. Just make some plans. Okay. Also, I wanted to apologize too for last week, the chair situation.
Dominic's wearing a Carlito shirt.
I promise. Right? We're good.
They're always in disarray. Always.
You mind with Finn selling?
Seems to be selling the same thing.
Iris Sane.
Couple of years, I guess. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Yeah, she's wearing that nice outfit again. Yeah, that nice purple reflecty outfit.
Irish Princess. Ivy Nile set for action against Raquel Rodriguez. Live on Netflix.
Oh, how dare you cut the part out where she's throwing her gold doubloons.
30 years ago, I decided to give golf a try. Even when you're at the top of your game, you can always shank one. Happy Gilmore sucks.
Oh, man.
How are you gonna put Vienna through ballet school?
It's $75,000 a year. That's 4 years. That's $333,000.
That's terrible math, Johnny. It's
How do I feel about Truth being released? I said what I said already. I'm upset. There's just nothing else really to say. I'm upset. And it's just like, you know, it's just WWE making a dumbass decision like always. Dom is one of the most entertaining wrestlers in WWE. I love every storyline he's been so far. Yeah, I just wish, like, you know, he could do his babyface run already.
Check out the name tag, grandson. You're a man.
That's a little something there, Pop. Everyone is talking about comeback kid.
Happy Gilmore.
We've been watching you play, Mr. Gilmore. So inspiring.
Dad loves you, right? I am so sorry. I got some gorilla glue.
Remember the happy place I went to?
You go to yours. Oh my God, Rory!
Gilmore, great to have it.
You stole my life from me.
Subway's meal of the day gives you 7 of our most legendary subs, packed with protein and fresh chopped veggies. All Marshall's favorites, like
Teriyaki Tuesday. Give me all that sweet
Would a Braun Breaker and Drew McIntyre rivalry be fire? I think it would be, depending on whether Drew McIntyre comes back as a heel or face. But unfortunately, Drew McIntyre will be gone for a certain amount of time because
7 legendary
he has
subs
neck
for
problems.
$6.99 each with
Unfortunately, he
chips,
can't move his neck all the way to the left, so he has to, like, you know,
Hey guys, experience the
of course, go through the procedures and, like, you know, doctors and everything. And, you know, WWE don't play that when it comes to the neck.
Unrivaled access, unmatched service, and unforgettable experiences. Find your package at onlocationexp.com/WWE.
Thanks, my mom made them. They should do WWE in Times Square. I mean, not in the subway. There wouldn't be enough room. But in Times Square, I mean, they kind of tried to, not like with WWE, but they did that whole, like, you know, match thing in that boxing match in Times Square. But even that was exclusive to celebrities only. It wasn't open to the public. It was just broadcasted to the public. It wasn't open to... It was broadcasted to the public, but it wasn't like, you know, like the public could attend. It was only, you know, people who got invited. Be so much money to shut down Times Square. I know, that's why I think they, like, you know, made the match invite only. They only allow celebrities and, like, you know, influencers to come. They didn't allow the public to come. The public was standing outside it, but the public wasn't invited inside. Only reporters and, you know, celebrities and influencers were allowed to watch the boxing matches.
Distracted Eddie Orengo and Liv.
She was saying something's wrong with her teeth, and Liv Morgan with a cheap shot on Kairi Sane out here.
Liv obviously still frustrated from the loss last week to Kairi Sane and the loss earlier today.
Is it too soon to say that Asuka will come back, or like tonight, because these two are becoming a problem for Kairi Sane.
Yeah, we saw that earlier tonight. Finn and JD were in action.
She got that blue G-string. I know, it looks pretty, but I think that's, you know, I don't think that's really a G-string. I think that's just like, you know, a pretend G-string on the back of her, like, you know, outfit, because it's not getting tighter as she's moving. If it was a real G-string, it would have been like, you know, getting tighter.
I'm certain that we miss him out here. Maybe that's what we need to tell him we miss him out here, so he'll come show up to the judgment day in front of the people.
I wonder how much those tickets were. Nothing, because the public wasn't invited. They're saying we want truth now. See, they're saying we want truth now.
And Liv Morgan loves what she sees here at ringside.
Eddie Orengo has his hands
Raquel.
Obviously.
Well, Kairi Sane doesn't deserve that, but
Liv will get involved anytime
they tried to throw it in at least, like, you know, a couple times in this show.
Have them in first into the top turnbuckle.
A G-stamp, yeah, basically, because it's attached to the back of her. It's attached to the back of her leather corset right there.
Big headbutt by Singh. Now goes Raquel.
Because if it was a real G-string, it would have gotten really pinched in the bottom part.
Oh, caught by Rodriguez. There's the power. Again, Raquel is out game planning. Kyrie Singh tonight.
Celebs got to be there for free. Yeah, there was a boxing match in Times Square and only celebs were invited. I don't remember who, except for Show Speed, was invited. Finn Balor and Liv Morgan bumping heads. Yep, they are. Somebody's jealous.
Liv Morgan trying to cheer on her partner Raquel. Kyrie trying to fight back into this as well.
Liv's going to be a little freaked out.
Sure, on Kyrie, I want to go.
They're saying what's up too. See?
And that's what's up.
They can't just ignore this.
Here comes Kyrie.
But they will though.
Insane. Bounces off the rope, ducks underneath. Kyrie Singh now. Oh, nice move. Takes Raquel out of the knee. Take the bigger opponent down. Kick right to the back of the neck.
Made Raquel lose her balance there perfectly. Kyrie Singh. Game plan working. Exactly how it's intended.
They just did.
Dropping down, Raquel.
And they still are during this match right now. They're chanting for our truth right now. They're saying, we want truth. What's up? You know.
Kyrie is stopping momentum in the corner. Come back with a drop kick to Raquel. Oh, nice blockbuster by Singh.
Not really if those celebs are getting in there for free. It wasn't open to the public. It was only exclusive for celebrities and influencers and wrestling company promoters. Boxing company promoters, I mean.
From Kyrie Singh, who's comfortable in the sky.
And going up top of the insane elbow, but Liv Morgan causing the distraction.
I wanted off. I wanted Oscar.
Raquel has Io Sky.
Kyrie Singh, oh my goodness! Raquel bouncing head first.
$40,000.
Kyrie Singh up top. Insane elbow coming from Kyrie.
Cuties. She got cut on her forehead, Liv Morgan.
Kyrie Singh has beat the tag team champs.
Oh dear. Karrion Kross again.
Hey, what the hell is your problem, huh? No, what's your problem with me? What is your problem with me? Why are you hovering over me for the last couple of months? What is your obsession with me, huh?
Because I think you're a liar. That's my problem with you. That's why. I think you lie to them. I think you lie to the people at home. And worst of all, I think that you lie to yourself. You could have been a world champion 10 times over if you did what you knew you really had to do. Because I know you're capable of doing very terrible things to people. Sammy, you're not a good guy. You're a bad guy. Just like the rest of us. You know what, Sammy? I've been wrong. You know what, Sammy? I might be wrong. But I might be right, too.
A lot for Sammy to think about. Another man who has crossed paths with Karrion Kross recently, AJ Styles. Our main event's next. Who's going to qualify for Money in the Bank live on Netflix?
Attention fans, get your phones ready.
I would describe myself as a fighter. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
For over 30 years, our fights have been against giants. We have recovered billions and billions and billions of dollars for our class. Injured? Call your army. We're ready to roll. If
Yeah,
you
my
want a
mom
fighter,
gave me a little
you
too
can
much
count
rice.
on us. There's only
But
one Morgan and
I'm
Morgan.
gonna put the rib back because I'm not gonna let it go to waste. So I might eat this rib later. But I eat everything else. She just gives me too much rice sometimes.
Hey, Cupcake, you're craving something sweet, like snacks that leave Twinkies in your eye. So don't have to wait any longer and grab them before everything really snowballs.
I'm used to having a lot of rice, but
Snacky.
when there's so much rice, you get constipated.
Losing to last week's leftovers. Can't escape the doom scroll.
Then you have a stronger stomach than I do because it doesn't take that much to fill up mine. I'll literally eat two sandwiches, and I won't be hungry for like 3 or 4 hours. Hi there. So I'm gonna put this away.
Like Monday, Minute Maid. Bring the juice.
Yo, what's up, man? You still trying to get that new place, right? Yeah. Well, check this. Table 5 was popping off. They was talking about all this new technology. There's a t-shirt that can button itself.
My boy has that t-shirt.
For real?
And the pants. Yes, sir.
Pants too. We gotta invest.
My paycheck invests itself. My portfolio is set.
You don't believe in yourself. I believe in me. Why do you think I owned it? You thought I rented that? Crazy. That's faith. I don't know why he's like that.
Yeah.
Whatever, more for us. On it.
Are you throwing away money on your car insurance?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Try Insurify. We help you compare quotes and save half on your car insurance.
I like it when things are convenient and save me lots of money.
Go to Insurify.com and save up to $1,000 a year on your car insurance.
Athlete for life. Eyes for life.
NBA playoffs are here, and I'm betting rebound props on FanDuel. After all, I am the league's greatest rebounder. Ain't that right, Chuck GPT? Incorrect. Well, top 5 for sure. You are 19th on the all-time list. What about scoring? 31st, and likely to be past soon. Assists? No results found. Best TV personality? Top 1,000. What about celebrity golf?
My wife's for the Philippines, so every meal we have rice, she always makes it
Customers bet
right.
$5 and get 200 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sports book.
And we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma tonight. This is the BOK Center main event upcoming.
Yep. When you live off rice, when you live on rice for 24 years of your life, it'll make you constipated if you eat so much, especially with meat.
It'll happen at 3 Eastern, 12 noon Pacific, inside the Kia Forum, live on the WWE YouTube channel. It is Worlds Collide tag team match.
But I'll tell you something nice to whoever has a child who is learning the English language. If you go to a website called freerice.com, if you go on a website called freerice.com, you can literally do some English literature. You can literally just solve a bunch of English literature answers, and every question you get right, it'll give them 20 bags. It'll give them 20 bags of rice, and you can literally have a streak going.
The LWO at Worlds Collide to take on the team of Mr. Iguana.
I used to go on that website a ton when I was back in middle school.
Also, Octagon Jr.
Mr. Iguana's a problem. Mr. Iguana is a problem. And so is this guy.
Yeah, El Hijo del Bikino, the AAA Mega Champion, will take on Chad Gable at Worlds Collide. Gable's opportunity to work twice on Saturday. That's not true. Because then we have over the Boston parking lot, over the
And when you saw the answer, I told you they'll give 20 bags of rice, but it'll be for those who don't have any food. I don't know if they're associated with the World Hunger Program, or whatever it's called, but I still like going on to it. Karrion Kross is a favorite wrestler. His character is very intimidating to tell
Ladder match. 3 superstars from Monday Night Raw, 3 from SmackDown. An opportunity to win a contract that will grant them a world championship match whenever they want it. Now, the men's side of things this coming Saturday, 5 spots have been filled. 11 from SmackDown, 2 from Raw, Rollins and Penta. 1 will join them on main event.
What's for dessert? Chocolate cake or Oreos? Well, I got a Reese's in the freezer, so that's kind of my dessert for now. But I am too full to have dessert right now, so I need to wait a couple hours or a few minutes.
For a long time. NXT mixing in. It's going to be electrifying. 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, quite the week because a week from tonight, Phoenix, Arizona, Monday Night Raw.
I had a sugar cookie that I was gonna have with ice cream, but I'm afraid that it's like, you know, too hard now because I bought it at 7-Eleven like 2 days ago and it's past the expiration date, which is fine because it expired on June 1st, but today's the 2nd and it kind of gets all hard and crumbly when it's the 2nd day of the expiration date. So that's why I'm like, nah, I probably won't eat it. Microwave it for a couple seconds. No, I don't like sugar cookies when they're melted. If it was a chocolate chip cookie, I would say yeah, but not a sugar cookie. I prefer warm brownie with ice cream than cookie. I prefer a warm brownie with a cookie than a cookie. So if I had a brownie and it was warm and some ice cream, I would definitely be happy with that. But not let it be molten lava though, because too much chocolate can make you tired. That's why people drink it, because warm cocoa is a nice little comfort food that you can have sometimes before bed. Yeah, but cookies and ice cream, I'll just have that plain. I was a little worried for Gunther for a second because on his Twitter page he deleted everything wrestling related. So I was a little worried for Gunther. I forgot to mention that earlier, but Gunther erased everything wrestling related on his Twitter page except for his wife's post. And I was wondering what was going on. And it still hasn't been, it still hasn't been figured out yet, but that was still just scary because we all thought, they would say, the same thing, Gunther got released and, God forbid, no. That Subway footlong cookie with Haagen-Dazs vanilla sweet. I never tried it. I tried the churro, but not the cookie.
You know, Jay? It's a World Heavyweight Championship.
I tried the churro, but not the cookie.
So I appreciate all the efforts you put into being a champion. And I can see you really trying to be a great champion.
Think with your head instead of your heart.
But because you refuse
So I'm going to take it.
to think with your head instead of your heart,
You're the right guy, Jay.
so I'm going to take it.
It's a selfless, a very selfish business.
You're a great guy, Jay.
I haven't
You're
made this Subway in
selfless,
deep.
a very selfish business.
The last I had Subway, I think, was back in maybe March.
What's the result?
I'm very sure.
And
On week out.
because I love their meatball subs, and sometimes when
I'm very sure.
sometimes when we don't have that much money, and Subway's the only thing we can afford. I'm not complaining because I like Subway, but I'm just saying when we don't have that much money and we can only afford Subway, I get the meatball sub. And my brother gets chicken teriyaki, and my mom just gets plain ham and cheese with tomato and lettuce.
Because it's important to Cody. All of that. Everybody knows they can bet on their good friend Jay. All of that is no business of the world heavyweight champion. Because ever since the day I lost to you at WrestleMania, I knew I would avenge it. And right now, you're making it very, very easy for me. Jay, 1 week, the party is over.
One word. Tap. See you next week, G.
Tap.
Tucker makes a lot of good points there. In fact, Jay is teaming with Cody Rhodes this Saturday at Money in the Bank in Los Angeles.
Gunter's so entertaining. His promos are always amazing. He's always intense, and I don't think I ever seen him have a bad match. Yep, you're right about that. But again, just like Dominic, he needs to turn face. Usually when like heels are getting cheered, that's like, you know, their cue to turn face.
AJ Styles an opportunity to get the Los Angeles Punk in a Grande Americano sending his way live on Netflix.
If you thought Subway subs were legendary, just wait until you try our new Doritos footlong nachos. Doritos nacho cheese chips smothered with melty cheese piled high with all your favorite delicious toppings, all for just $5. Doritos and Subway. Two legends come together to create...
Two legends? Don't you mean three?
No, Subway and Doritos. Two legends, just two.
No. Hey, who I need to talk to?
Try the legendary pairing of new Doritos footlong nachos today for just $5, only at Subway.
But these is legendary though.
I'm working on it.
Today, she's watching.
Yeah, I didn't even notice until you said it.
And then before you know it, you're watching hers. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Get 5% cash back.
I think sooner or later both Dom and Gunter are going to be so popular and loved that even though the cheering in the crowd is going to be forced. So, yep, that's exactly what like I'm kind of counting on, but they still got unfinished business, it seems.
For adults with obesity, Zepbound means change.
It's changing what I believe is possible.